Hello, my name is Desiree Shaw. I'm a psychotherapist and my aim is to make therapy accessible. I'm going to talk about the problem. Alright, mental health. The problem with mental health is that there's always a problem with mental health. We actually believe that mental health only affects those who have a problem, when the problem is the problem. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, so we all have mental health. It's whether our mental health is healthy or unhealthy. What is the cause of mental health? It's the problem, or how we view the problem. So the problem is a problem. Life does have problems. When we believe that life must be easy, we have an even more of a problem when we come up with problems. I'm saying problem a lot, I know, because I'm going to emphasize to you what the actual problem is with the problem. The problem with the problem is this. There are three elements to a problem. How catastrophic you see the problem, how much you cannot tolerate the problem, and how bad you are or other people are within the problem. That's the problem of the problem. So the problem is a problem. We will come across problems all our life, all the time, every single day, throughout life, all the time. But if we cannot stand it, and it's absolutely catastrophic, the worst thing ever, it is so awful that it's so bad, and we find ourselves absolutely terrible because we are just the worst things, or we're stupid, or we're dumb, or we should have known better, or somebody else should have done something better, because we like to place blame on someone else or ourselves. That is really the problem of the problem, because problems do happen. They're inevitable. It's what you do around and in and during the problem that actually creates the problem. A fall into a ditch makes you wiser. Mistakes are opportunities for you to learn. So if you fall into a ditch, that's a problem. But guess what? You've learned something about that area and about falling into a ditch. You've learned how to get out of the ditch. So now you have learned something. And I'm not asking you to fall into ditches. My point is to prove the point that I'm making about a problem. If you fall into a ditch and you see it as being the most catastrophic, awful thing ever, and you simply cannot tolerate it, you'll be stuck in that ditch. If you blame whoever dug the ditch, or you blame yourself, you're less likely to try and get yourself out of the ditch. So you will remain in the ditch and you might starve to death. It might rain and you might drown. You might remain in that ditch purely because you are stuck in the emotion and the feeling that it's catastrophic. You simply can't tolerate it and it's the worst thing ever, or you're stupid or somebody else is, rather than trying to find your way out of the ditch. Because there's always a way out, no matter how bad the situation can seem or be, or how much evidence you have that you cannot possibly make it out of that ditch. All you got to do is try, and try again, and try again. Try a few more times until you get out of that ditch. Problem solved. Doesn't mean you'll never fall in a ditch ever again. It just means that you're wiser about ditches now. Do you see how you deal with a problem? So how do you deal with a problem? 1, be in the moment with the problem. Don't propel yourself into the future and worry about how this problem is going to ruin your life. Don't look back into the past and think of other problems and build them all together and then start thinking to yourself, I'm never going to get out of this problem. Because guess what that's going to do? It's going to make the problem worse. Because you're not going to be able to deal with the problem, because you're going to be propelled into the future or into the past. So right now, the here and now, the present moment, which is a gift, is being ignored because you're in the future or the past. So you cannot deal with the problem. The problem can only be dealt with when you're in the problem. So if it's catastrophic and you cannot stand it, and you're bad or somebody else is bad, the problem is not dealt with. The discomfort is focused, and how bad you are or somebody else is highlighted, and solutions are ignored. So at all times you've got the ability to deal with the problem. It just depends on you. So take responsibility and be in the moment of now, no matter how uncomfortable it is, because it's temporary. Everything is temporary. You don't sleep forever unless you die, and you're not awake forever. Even if you are on drugs and you got insomnia, you will have some moments of calm. It's temporary. You don't eat one meal and you're never hungry again. You have to continue to eat. You have to continue to breathe the same way your heart has to continue to beat. But it doesn't beat the same as it did yesterday, because the minutes in today are slightly different, and you might have had a fast moment or a slow moment, and your heart rate slowly rises, or it slightly peaks, or it slowly reduces. It's never going to be exactly the same. It's always going to change. So whatever problem you're in, it is just temporary. Thank you for watching. My name is Desiree Shaw. Please like and share. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't. My mission is to make therapy accessible and to change the world one thought at a time. Thanks for watching.